Okay. We have one new application for Sandbar Tavern and Grill located on 1904 3rd Avenue, Brooklyn, New York, 11224. They're applying for a new application and temporary retail permit, which is fine. I believe, yes, they're applying for a full liquor license, meaning liquor, wine, beer, and cider, okay? Menu meets legal minimum food requirements, okay? Method of operation, live music, various by events, meaning that you're planning to have events, correct? Do you hear representative? Correct?
I'm sorry, could you repeat that again?
That's your application notice. Method of operation.
I'm sorry.
Live music. It says give details. So you're giving details by saying various by events. Okay. Are you planning to have events?
To have bands, to have live music bands? Yeah. I will let Drew speak to that, who is the general manager.
So we would like to know what kind of events are you planning to have?
Oh, events. Okay. Drew, if you could speak to that.
Sure.
Yeah, we're probably going to have more so DJs inside the facility versus outside. And if there are bands, we don't know who they'll be. Like it might be a one piece or something like that, similar to what we do with the Cyclones.
Okay. Okay. Outdoor area, patio or deck?
Is it a patio or a deck? Is it
It's street level. Everything is street level, so it's a fenced-in street level right outside of the facility.
Okay, but if we go back, if we go to your stipulation form, so it's part of the premises. You are not applying for any extra open restaurant, permanent open restaurant program permit. It says no.
That's
Right.
correct.
Okay,
That's
so
correct.
you are not taking more space. Okay, so
That's
now
correct.
your stipulation, hours of operation, Sunday to Thursday from 9 a.m. to 10 p.m. and Friday and Saturday from 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. Okay, tavern bar, blah, 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 blah. Okay. And you promise that it's always going to be somebody on premises and residents in case of issues can contact somebody on premises, correct?
That's
Yes.
correct.
Okay. Okay, any question? Oh, wait. Yeah, I mean, you're opening door, okay, you're closing doors and windows. I understand. And I understand this to mean that all products, okay. Since you're serving liquor, until what time are you going to serve liquor?
Probably about 1 hour before doors close.
Okay, great. I would greatly appreciate if we still have 1 week before today, because before today meeting and full board meeting, usually people ask this question. I would greatly appreciate if you add it to your stipulation form and initial. You don't have to do it. You don't have to make a new one if it's doable. Okay,
Absolutely.
just for that, because usually people ask such questions. So I don't have any questions. What about committee members? you were about to ask something. I interrupted you.
No.
1904 Sword, new building.
What is that between?
Is it new building we are talking about? It's the first floor of a new apartment building? Or it's
No, guys,
something?
this is the old. It's the Coney Island Brewery space in the
Ah,
ballpark.
Okay,
Yeah, she said.
okay.
We got a new name now,
You got-
Sandbox Tavern.
You got that, but it's not the same people, no? That's a new management?
Correct.
The brewery is closing down. They closed down. They're not going to be using the space anymore, and this will be the new facility. The new bar
Yeah, the bar will be
tavern.
Okay. When I hope you're gonna be good neighbors, but I'm really happy that this place would be taken because when news broke down that they are closing their doors, I saw reaction on Facebook when maybe, when people are accustomed to see some establishments for many years in one place,
Yeah.
they kind of attach to it. So I wish you success, and I really hope that you would have a lot of clients and clients who love you the same way they love.
And Peggy O'Neill's.
Thank you.
And Peggy,
Remember
Peggy
Peggy
O'Neill's,
O'Neill's?
I miss
Me
Peggy
too.
O'Neill's. Okay.
Yeah, I miss Peggy O'Neill's too. This is Steve from the Cyclones. We're sort of going to be arm's length involved, but we don't want it to be like Peggy O'Neill's exactly.
Good.
Okay,
Hey,
I mean, you should be flies, you should be different, we understand. But I miss Peggy and Neil, not for Peggy and Neil, for people who are running it for, it's a package.
Yeah. No, we have a lot of things. We're going to set up like Sunday brunches, and we want it to be sort of how the brewery was using it for community space. There's going to be a lot more room too because the brewery portion of it is going to be gone. So there's going to be a lot of opportunity for meetings, space, etc.
Yeah. Okay, so are you planning to serve breakfast? if
Yes,
you
that was
open?
my question. You
Yeah.
open at 9 a.m. You
Yeah.
doing breakfast?
No, it's brunch a little later.
Ah,
Yeah. What
okay.
was that, Drew? What was that 9 a.m. thing? I don't know what that.
You put 9
It said you
a.m.
open
so,
at 9
I
a.m.
mean,
5 days a week.
Yeah, I was planning to come mimosa at 9 o'clock in the morning, Now I gotta change my plans, come afterward.
Well, I heard you like Bloody Marys, so we'll have those for you.
Bloody Mary.
Oh, mimosas.
I don't like Bloody Mary. I'll keep you one more minute. When it comes to drinks, I have my own story 30 years ago. I came to United States, I went to school for English and some computer classes, and I decided to work as a volunteer because I thought that even 6 hours of ASL is not enough. So Friday we had no classes, but every Friday I used to come to do some filing in Aninan, and we used to work from 10 to 2. And every Friday, all workers were going to nearby bars. We are talking about Manhattan, Park Avenue, and East 28, okay? And they were coming to bar for years, to the same bar. I could clearly say Corona beer and margarita. So did not like margarita, I was ordering Corona beer every Friday. One of my co-worker, I believe he felt sorry for me, and he said, not after I ordered Corona beer, but after we had some kind of discussion, he said, Helena, why? What about sex on the beach? I had no idea what it's all about. So when he said the beach, I saw sand and sex. So I said, you know what? I prefer my bed. That's it. I ended up working for school for 10 more years. And every Friday, when we were coming in and bartenders were different, as soon as they saw me, they were asking me about sex on the day. So I'm being very careful when
Ah, that's good.
any questions? Okay,
Roll call?
wait, more.
Motion to approve.
Second, okay,
Sam and Yelena. Okay.
okay, roll call, Hanley.
Yelena Mackin,
Yes.
Sanji Seifert,
Yes.
Pat O'Brien,
Yes.
Shimon Rakowski.
Yes.
Jeffrey Sano.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Good night.
Your application will be subject to the vote during full community board meeting next week on Wednesday, January 24th. After community board makes the decision, letter would be sent to State Liquor Authority by community board office. Thank you very much and good luck.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you, members.
Thank you.
That's it. We have some renewals. Okay, we have some renewals. It says FYI. Renewal beer and cider license application for GS restaurant located at 259 West 12th Street. Where is it?
That's at the Wonder Wheel.
Between the board, okay. Okay. I do know for sure that community board office, as always, did great job, conducted 6-0 precinct, and I believe 6-0 precinct had no complaints about such establishment. Okay, we don't have to vote for it, it's just FYI. Also, we have renewed for beer and cider license, application for Voodoo Food Court, DBA Dinner Snack Bar, Familia Pizzeria located 1025 Boardwalk, Brooklyn, New York, 11222. You see, I'm not asking, where is it? I know. Okay, I also know that community board office contacted 6-0, no complaints. We have one more.
What is the next?
License application for Jalfa Food Inc. A 1213 Regelman Board, Brooklyn, New York, 11224. I know where is it, but never been there. So, and I also.
Or Ruby's.
Yeah, I understand. Ruby said, okay,
Oh.
DBA Ruby. Okay,
Yeah.
now I know. Okay.
I don't know. Here, I apologize.
Hold on, I looked at, there's no flight.
So I believe that also
You guys in my damn.
talked about this. We can call it soon the landmark place for Coney Island, you know, the landmark place and everything fine. So with, if community members agree and anybody, if no complaints, no comments from public, after we inform the full community board next Wednesday, CV office will send the letter to State Liquor Authority to okay renewal of the license. Okay, I mean, if I remember Mark some time ago asked question. So I wanna make sure that each and every community board member and public members, I wanna make sure you know, for you to know that renewal means nothing change, okay, from the previous application. And whatever they apply for 2 years ago, 4 years ago, 6 years ago,
1 year ago.
20 years ago, they have to go for renewal every 2 years. But community board office has files on all of those initial applications and change of method of operation, if any. So it's open to the public, and if you have any questions, please contact the office.
Good.
Mark, I apologize. I believe I said it before, but I decided to repeat it because you had a question before about renewals.
Yeah, I mean, you answered that 4 months ago.
Listen, I'm not getting younger. I might have some, errors, you know.
Oh, it was last week then.
Now I feel even worse.
And my only question tonight answered that it's in the Coney Island Brewery. That was the only, I had my hand up. But when he mentioned it's the Coney Island Brewery, then I had no questions anyway.
Okay, it's a good sign. Nowadays, when we are being told by each and every media channel, and we can see it ourselves, that that businesses are leaving, and we have so many empty storefronts. Seeing somebody taking it and not and very well known place. I mean address in this case.
An
Very
address.
well to see it empty. It's really painful, so I'm really glad.
Yeah.
Yeah. We are done, but I want to discuss something. It's gonna be quick. If you remember last community board meeting, we had applicants from, what the name? I mean, I still call them Kitchen 21, okay?
Also backstage.
Okay.
doing business.
You know what I'm backstage, you know what I'm talking about.
On the boardwalk,
Yeah, I still call
the
them.
old Charles
yeah.
building, yes.
052 West Front.
They came to us asking, we approved their license initially. If you remember, we went back and forth with business hours. They were asking for more, we were giving them less, and on and on and on and on. So they came back to us saying that they want to extend hours for Thursdays until 2 o'clock in the morning. And they were not talking about inside, they were talking about this place outside.
You mean the roof?
Yes. We gave them until midnight, okay? Because initially they were asking, I believe, 3 or 4 days until 4 o'clock in the morning. We said, no way, never ever. You're not gonna get it. When they opened, they had some issues with parking, but and Sixo complained, and I believe it's over. They also, community board office, correct me if I'm wrong, I believe received some complaints about noise. And noise, when it nighttime, it's not actually necessarily that coming from a rooftop. It can be people. You remember, whoever is in this committee for at least few years, you remember how many complaints we were getting from Coney Island and Brighton, from Velvet Road, and nearby billiard place. And complaints we were getting just because those people were coming out, and after a drink or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5, people usually speak kind of louder. And when it's quiet, you know, all around, it can be heard, whatever. So they came back to us, they wanted to change their hours. They're asking again for Thursday until 2 o'clock. We voted no, last community board meeting. Also, Mike Rosa asked about having 2 licenses. Hannah contacted State Liquor Authority. Yes, they do have 2 licenses, okay? So the only issue remains, it's hours. They sent email, which I forwarded, I believe, to everybody. They sent me email. They came to my office last week. They called me a few times. I said, I'm not making any decision. It's a community board. First and foremost, like a first step, it's our committee that making decision, and board is making decision. So I told them that we have to meet in the middle. You're asking for 2 o'clock. We are saying no. We gave you 12 o'clock. You're telling me that you're losing a lot of money. And we have, I mean, I understand if you're talking about seasonal establishment, but they're paying rent, I believe, for 12 months. each and every customer during the summer is important. So they're also saying that they have, they reminded me about most professional Manhattan, downtown Brooklyn tradition. Usually people, which is true, usually people go to the bar on Thursdays because Friday night, weekend begins and on and on. So I told them to talk to us, okay? We did not invite them for this meeting. I'm waiting. I told them to put everything in writing. How, when I said 2:00, forget about it. We did not get anything yet, correct, Hannah? Nothing was received. But I'm just giving a report that I spoke to them because I don't want to hide it, okay?
So they only want to be open till 2 AM on Thursday?
Yes, they said
What
it's,
about Friday and Saturday?
they here until two.
Oh, they got that?
want to put
an
I got you.
They
1
want
AM Thursday.
additional, and they said that during the summer, on Tuesday, they have more people in the bar than Friday,
Which is true.
which is true, okay? Which is true. And they said, there's so many people from Coney Island, if they have to collect signatures, they're gonna get so many signatures. I say, you don't have to collect signatures. It's not like, we are not collecting signatures. I just telling you, because the statement they made in their letter that I sent to everybody, I don't know if everyone saw it, it was like almost a month ago, that they are losing $10,000 for this 1 hour. I mean, I'm not buying $10,000 for 1 hour, okay, or for 2 hours. Maybe during entire season, but I said to them, you have to make up your mind. I believe it's not me. I believe committee as well as community board, especially all of those buildings located nearby, like Haber Housing in these veteran buildings. So it should be kind of agreement. It should be kind of monitoring the crowd. It should be kind of not just promises were made, but if you make some promises and you put it in writing, you should fulfill your promises. Again, I want to help business like all of us. We want to help business, but at the same time, we want them to be good neighbors. If people have to go to work Friday morning, they have to be able to sleep night, not be waking up because of music and screaming.
Well, it's also, besides people going to work, I'm sure they have small families. The kids have to go to sleep too.
I am.
You follow what I'm saying?
No, I follow what you're saying. So what I offer them to come and talk to us, but before they have to put something in writing. We are talking about, I spoke to them 2 weeks ago, at least, yes, Hannah, at least 2 weeks ago, okay? Nothing came to community board office. I told them to put everything in writing to be addressed to each and every, committee member. Nothing here. But since I spoke to them and we had conversation, I just believe it's right to inform committee. That's it. That's what I'm doing. I don't like backdoor deals. Okay. So thank you very much. And again, I really, really appreciate everyone who came. Not really pleasant weather to walk. And
Would've been worse tomorrow. So yes.
No, yeah, 1 to 3.
funny because, I came from the country when you
Oh, yeah.
saw feet of snow. But when my daughter, they moved to Jersey. So when she told me that each and every day, including today, school 2 hours delay, I said, what for? Yeah, some parts. I said, what for?
They get more snow than we do.
Yes, they got more snow, but I understand it would be 2 hours delay on Wednesday when it started, okay? On Wednesday, it was canceled.
Right.
I understand why, because of the roads, because of buses, they're picking up kids and on and on. So on Wednesday it was, but what would be the 2 hours delay today?
It was cold.
Yeah, it was cold. It was never school closed.
Where they live, but in the southern part, they're expecting 3 to 6 inches tomorrow.
They live close to Princeton. I can't remember the name of this town.
They'll get more snow than us.
They're gonna get more snow, I know. But kids are so happy, the small kids, they're so cute.
Say,
Yes.
Not because of school closing, because of the snow.
Motion to adjourn?
Yeah. And have a good night, everybody, and stay safe and be well.